Welcome back, everyone. This is Adrian Z. Put some of this junk away. I've got a lot of stuff that's full of cobble, and that's like half full. As you can see, I've been doing some digging, getting this place cleared out so we can start building the structure. It looks kind of terrible right now, but once we get the wall in around the edge, from the inside it'll just look like a building, and from the outside it'll look like a structure coming out of the hill, so it'll look pretty cool when it's finished. Still got this section over here to clear out. It's what I've been working on right now, but I wanted to update you on the breeder. As you can see here, it is working. The sorter is being filled up, and I do have an on-off switch ready to go. Right here I have a button. This just turns the water off on the inside. And the purpose for that is if you pull a villager out with a minecart while they're jumping up and down, they tend to spaz out and the minecart doesn't really hold still. So I can turn that off when I'm sorting, but I can also turn this on when I need to. It has water where they fall just to make sure if they jump they don't take much damage coming in, which isn't really a big deal. But it also shoves them into this corner in case I'm having trouble pulling them out. The minecart's going to sit right there, and that'll just make that easier. Behind here, let me show you what I've done. This is the on-off switch. If I flip it, you'll notice the light right there. This is saying it is now on, and villagers will land in here. And you probably also heard some pistons firing. If you see right now, let me turn the water off so they quit bouncing. You can see kind of through there, you can see where the sign is and the opening. When I flip this, that's closed off now. So let me come back here, I'll show you what's happening. When we turn it off, this redstone gets powered, and it comes back here and powers that block right there. And on the other side of that block, we have, you can kind of see it right there, there's a redstone torch, which powers both of these pistons. But when this is on, it turns that off, so these retract. This block is here just to keep this redstone and this redstone from linking together. So that when this redstone now is off, so this wire is off, which means that block is not powered. And if I get over there, let's see, this is where the dispenser's over there. I should be able to open some of this up and show you. Got the same deal going on right here. So right now it's all one line. The wire comes in and goes to that redstone torch, and then that torch goes to this line, which goes to that block, and this redstone torch, and that goes to the second set of pistons. So this is actually off right now. We'll actually be able to watch this priest, what happens when I don't want this to fill up and crash the server. You can see there is a cactus sitting right there. There's string on top of it so it doesn't grow all the time and try to, pop up and cause a little entity lag. Not that it would really be noticeable, but hey, it's always fun. Let's see if this guy will come. Sometimes they kind of try to fight the current a bit and get back to their village, and it takes them a while. Come on, guy. Come on. It's almost here. Almost. Wait for it. Wait for it. It's going over the last stairs. So basically what happens when it's off is they will fall right here, and they'll land on this cactus, and they will be removed from existence. And therefore I don't have to worry about AFKing here for a while and suddenly having like 1,000 villagers in the breeder over there, or in the sorting system I should say. This keeps that from happening. So when I turn it on, which would be turning that lever off technically, it would depower this redstone. And let me just break the redstone to show you what happens. So now this block, oops, I fell down. Let me put a block right there. So this redstone is no longer powered, which means this torch turns back on, which pushes these two pistons out. You can see this wall is now closed where the cactus is, and the water will turn because now that this torch is on, it also powers this redstone here, which comes over and powers this block, which turns off this torch and closes these two pistons. So if I knock a block out right there, you can see there's a splitter here. So these pistons and these pistons. When it's on, the water gets turned and they'll get knocked down over there into the sorting system, and this wall here will be closed. When we flip the lever, this all toggles, so that closes and this opens, and instead they'll fall down into the cactus and be removed. So let me just put that back. And then of course, right there, this is the same block. This block right here is powering these, and then I have a repeater coming out of it. You can see the edge of it right there. That repeater is sucking the power out of this block when this wire is on. And then there's just a redstone dust and a redstone lamp, which is what indicates system is on, system is off. Alright, so just wanted to show you that real quick. I'm going to get back to digging all of this out. I've got to move the cows down. I'm not sure if I want to just kill down to a couple and then move them and start again, or if I'm just going to maybe try to drop them straight down, and we'll see. I'll figure it out. But I'm going to go back to clearing, and I'll be right back with you to start on the villager market. Okay, quick update here. Let's see what's going on. But first, actually, I want to show you. I have a new shovel. This is efficiency 4 on breaking 3. The silk touch one is in my ender chest. After digging all this out with it, I tried to repair it, and it was too expensive to repair fully with another shovel. I am able to just barely repair it 1 or 2 diamonds at a time, but not fully repair. So I repaired it about halfway, and I'll just be using it if I ever need mycelium or grass or something like that. Enchanted another shovel and got this. And I also, as you can see, I'm wearing some diamond armor now. It's very cool. Just got it out of the skeleton chest, rocking the diamonds. Check these diamond threads out. Yeah, woo! I'm living large. But I've got the sorter itself set up now. So the way this will work, and actually I can fully demonstrate this with a minecart. I believe I stuck one in a chest in here somewhere. But where? There they are. Bring this over there. So what we'll do is we will have a minecart in here, and we'll have to reload it for each villager. The minecart will sit right there. When we push this button, the minecart will shoot around and pull out a villager. Here we've got a librarian paper on the first trade, so that's not that great anyway. I could grab a few emeralds from him if I had my sugarcane going, but I haven't set up the farm yet. It's I guess I can spare a little bit to grab a few emeralds from this guy. Let's see, are they in that chest? No, that chest. Let's grab 3 stacks. I can steal more from spawn. What did I just pull out of there? Glass. So we will be able to steal some emeralds here. Give me some paper. Snag some from him before we end this guy's life. More. Not a very great trade anyway, but yeah, you gotta start somewhere. Alright, so we're super rich now. We have 5 emeralds. So at this point we would decide, you know, you've got that on the first trade. We could unlock it, but why? It's worthless. So we'll say, we don't want this guy. So we would kill him. Goodbye. And we could walk away, do something else for a second. It takes a second to kill him, but yeah, you know, whatever. So then if we wanted, we could flip this button again and pull out another villager. And it looks like there's another librarian right there, so I'm going to wait. If we decide that we like that villager, then what we'll do is, if you see the track right now is going this way, if we decide we like him, we'll flip this lever. There's just a little redstone that goes to a torch right here, so it toggles this track, and then we would just click the button and instead it'll shoot off this way. And what we'll do is we'll be taking this track into the mountainside here, and we'll be building all of our trading post areas right here along this wall. So what will happen is once we get the next thing built, they'll come up here, they'll shoot down, there'll be some tracks, and they'll go into the first empty cell, and we'll be able to trade with them here. So I'm going to work on that now, and I will be back with you when that is set up. Okay, so I've got just a couple of cells made. Playing around with the look of the front just a little bit, but let's show you how this is going to work. So the card will come back around this way and it'll shoot up here, and as you can see they're all turned so that it'll go in and they'll fall down into these cells. But see if I see what the easiest way to get out here after will be. If I click this, you can see I am now trapped in here. And that is because there is a piston right here, and that piston, when I stand on this pressure plate, it powers this piston, which traps the villager inside. And if you look real quick when I jump, you can see that is now facing, you can see it flipping just a little bit. Underneath here, the pressure plate's right here, so it's powering, beneath it it's powering this redstone dot, and that's what's powering the piston and this block, which powers, yeah, well I guess this is powering this way also, but this gets powered twice. Whatever this gets powered is the point, and it powers this block, which turns this torch off, and that turn on the track is right above that. Let's see. Get out of here now. Boop, boop. Put that back. And so when it gets powered, of course, this will turn, so the turn will go like this instead, and then the villager will go on. So let's go ahead and just show you how that works. Toggle this back the way it goes. So whoop, that was weird. So we'll pull out a villager. This guy, I don't actually want a farmer right now, but just to show you how it will work, if this is somebody that we decided, hey, we like this guy, we want to keep him, this guy's not actually getting out, he's just graphic glitching. Whoops. So we want to keep him, we flip this lever, this says keep him, we click this button, and he will shoot around and go up, and he will fall in right here, where we will be able to trade with him all we want. And if we come up here and look, you can see this track is now toggled because he's standing on it, so the next villager that came through here would actually jump the track, keep going, and fall into the next cell. So all I have to do is add a couple here and there. I'm going to have to add some more powered rail because that guy, as you saw, maybe he barely made it in there, but we can add that. That's not a problem at all. And then this will get extended down here quite a ways. We'll see how many cells I want to have, how many villagers I want to be able to trade with at once. And as far as the look, I'm not sure. This is just a starter look. I'm open to ideas if anyone has some suggestions on ways to make that look cooler. I do, the wall, if I come to the side here, it's actually a 2 gap up there, so I can put stuff on top here as well. I've got to figure out how to make the lighting a little cooler, maybe put some leaves or something in front of it, I'm not sure. But then, if we ever are trading with a guy and we say, hey, this guy's no good anymore, all we have to do is say, I don't want you anymore, goodbye. And then we just break the minecart, and you want to pick it up without walking onto the pressure plate, and that cell will reopen and it'll be able to be refilled by a villager over here. So that's how that's going to work. I'm going to go ahead and extend this, and I'm going to do some more digging over there, and I will be right back with you. Okay, so before we start trading, we obviously need something to trade. So I'm down here, this is my branch mine area. You can see I actually haven't done very much mining at all. I haven't needed to yet, I've got plenty of stuff. But I started, what I did is I just kind of did like I was branch mining, except I went 3 tall and just every other one instead of every 3. And then each one of these rows goes down 64 blocks, so every row is 1 stack of planted area. So if this was fully grown and I chopped down this aisle, I would get 2 stacks of sugarcane. So if this whole thing was fully grown and I knocked it down, that'd be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 stacks of sugarcane. This will probably get expanded, and I will also eventually be building an automatic sugarcane farm, but we needed something to start with. The design I'm using is just something I came up with a long time ago. It's a 1x3 tunnel. As you can see, the benefit is you can just run down holding down your left mouse button, and every single piece of sugarcane falls neatly into your bags. You don't have to worry about it flipping off to the sides or anything and then having to run up and down trying to find it all. This is just every other one has the pumpkins in the wall for lighting, and underneath this wall, if I knock this block out, there is water, and that goes the whole way down, and so that one will light and supply water for both of these rows. And then it's the same thing here and the same thing here. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to grab the rest of this sugar cane. I've already got some upstairs, and I will meet you back up by the trading cells. Okay, so here we are back up top. I've been moved my tree farms over here for now. This is just random dirt areas that I've been farming wood. You can see I moved the cows down, the mushroom cows that is. They're just here. I just have 4 right now. I need to get them going again. I've finished excavating the entire area. I made the mistake of building the tunnel. This is where the villagers travel from the breeder to the sorter. It's too high and it's in the way, but what I've decided is I'm going to just kind of square off this bottom layer, and then there'll be stairs that'll go up, and the circle area, the floor, will just start right above that, so that won't be an issue. And then I'll just kind of have this like dark warehouse area back here. I just really quickly made just a basic little area to get some pumpkins going, some cactus going. This is actually just a little piston thing. You just hit the button and the cactus falls, and then you just replant. If I can click in the right spots. Anyway, so that's that. Redstone stuff's back here, through there and stuff, but this will all be closed off afterwards. So we'll get to that later. I think I've mostly got this room how I want it, but I am open to suggestions. I want something here, but I can't decide what. Certain things will be too much, and other things just look weird and out of place, but I think just the gray right there by itself looks a little strange, so I think I need to put something there. But we've got plenty of villagers in here to try to get some trading going. I'm in here. This is the look I've got going so far. I'm open to suggestions to change. Probably put some more stuff on this wall. I just slapped a painting on there for fun. This is what the cells are going to look like, I think, and I've got the dark oak ceiling going on. I'm going to extend this down probably to about where those torches are, which should give us about 10 cells, but we'll see as I build. I'm trying to plan out some stuff for this other area, and we'll decide how far I want this to go. But enough of that. Let's get some trading, or attempt to get some trading. You can see I've almost got a double chest full of sugarcane now, so we should be able to get plenty of paper going. So let's see, we first need to turn the water off in there and turn the system off for now. And let's see, that should be, what is that on? I don't know what was going on with that block. Let's go ahead and still a villager. Ooh, this is a farmer, we probably don't want that. Pork chops. Yeah, I do not have any pigs, so when we don't want a guy, we're just going to smash him to death. I'm going to go ahead and just sort a few of these out until I get a librarian so that we can get started. Alrighty, so filled a few up here. I snagged this guy for now just because once I get a few emeralds, I'm going to snag a few saddles from him and then probably kill him because I don't need him unless I decide to see if I can get him into a charcoal villager because of the dark oak. It's pretty easy to farm, and with a charcoal cooker that could be a pretty simple thing, so we'll see about that. I wasn't able to score any guys that are starting. Oh, hi, D. That were starting with a paper trade, so I'm really low on emeralds, so it's going to get really tough to start. This guy wants books, and this guy wants to buy compasses. I kept him because if you get the really expensive trades at the beginning, they're a lot easier to get rid of. Eat some chicken here. Usually you wouldn't want paper at first, but I kind of need to get some starting emeralds, so it would be nice to have. This guy is selling bookshelves, so I did buy one from some paper I traded earlier when I was testing the system, and I sold a little bit of charcoal to a guy that popped out. And the next thing he wants a written book, so I had to go farm some ink sacks just now, but let's see if we can get him past that. They're a fairly cheap trade anyway. There we are. Paper. Perfect. Let's score some emeralds. Let me just fill my inventory up with those, and let's make some paper to trade with the guy. Yeah, you like that magic? Okay, so let's come over here and see how much we can get. Hopefully we can get enough to keep him going. Just triple click there. This is basically, if you double click, you're filling up the stack, and the third click puts it back in. Makes trading really simple. Let's see how many he'll give us. So you can get anywhere from, I think it's 2 to 12 or something funky like that. Okay, he's locked out. But we've got 14, so that's alright. Let's see what he's going to get next. Okay, he reopened his paper without anything else. So let's just keep trading away, get some good emeralds. This won't be our perfect villager, of course, because he's got paper on the third trade. Alright, he's done again. But maybe one of these two. Well, we just need him to get some starting emeralds. This guy I think I will try first. Or maybe this guy's not too bad. Yeah, probably this guy. We'll try that guy first. But let's see how many emeralds I can score from this. Very nice. He opened that again. Trade away. Probably start working on... Yeah, we're up to half a stack now. So let's start working on this other villager at the same time. Okay, just make sure he's not going to open. Great. I'm not going to go too in depth on the trading in this video. I do, however, have a villager trading guide on my channel. So if you are interested in a little bit more of how trading works, feel free to check that out. It's got some pretty good tips in there. I will mention something that wasn't even completely covered in that video is the perfect villager concept. It's very important to stress that it's very different for every single person. I prefer the librarians because I think it's the easiest to farm sugarcane into paper, and so my perfect villager would be a librarian with paper at the end trade to farm. But if you have a massive wheat farm, you may use the farmer may be a better choice for you. There's also the options of there's a lot of good chicken cookers out there right now. You can do the same design with water instead of lava, so they drown and drop the raw chicken instead, and you can use the butchers as a perfect villager. So there's a lot of other choices. Man, this guy's really doing good for only 3 trades in. So keep that in mind when you're doing your perfect trades. It really just depends on what items you have available to you. Let's see what we can get from this guy here. Just buy 1 compass. See what he'll unlock next. What is this guy up to now? Oh, he's opened a new trade. It's the compass. That's no good. Let's see if we can score some more emeralds out of him first, though. Alright, he's done. We might have to buy a compass if we run out of emeralds. We'll leave him here for now, though. Let's see what this guy opened. Bookshelf trade. Good, good. I'm going to need some bookshelves for an enchanting room over here eventually anyway. So no loss there. And another trade. Oh, and he's got the paper trade again. Well, with that, what we can do... This guy's paper trade is now locked for a compass. Don't need him anymore. Goodbye. Take back our minecart, and we can refill that slot. But he got us up quite a bit, so that's good. I don't see... Is that a librarian in the back? Yeah, there's one in the very back there. I might have to try to fish him out. But yeah, let's see. I think I'm going to call the episode here. Probably do a little more trading off camera. Get some emeralds farmed up. I'll do some trading on camera again later. If you have any suggestions for improvements on the look of this trading hall, let me know. The concept will have the hallway will be solid, or the wall will be solid around the edge, so that'll be the only opening. But if you have any suggestions on maybe the doorway, on how the walls look, on anything I can put above the door, especially in the sorting room right here, let me know in the comments on any of those. Anything you'd like to see, let me know as well. I've got some more stuff coming, and I will see you all again soon. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you want to see more content from me. I will see you all next time. Remember to check out the other TooCrafty members. Have a good day, everyone. Bye-bye.